Hey guys, Freddy here. What, don't believe me? Ta-da! It's me. Now, maybe wondering, what are these all about? Well, I'm going to a 4th of July festival in the city where my church is. Or I plan to, anyway. Depending on how the rest of the day goes. But, I know, it's weird. My city, where my church is, always holds 4th of July festival the week before. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense. If you want to hang out with your family in their city during 4th of July, you can do that. But there are going to be a whole bunch of different vendor booths. There are going to be a whole bunch of different, food trucks, not to mention the carnival rides. That being said, I got no room in my parents' house for knickknacks. I can't eat a lot of that carnival food, and I'm very nearly 30 years old. What am I doing going on rides? Well, because it's my city, or my church's city, rather, it's less of a 4th of July celebration, and it's more of a celebration of all things that have to do with my city. I mean, yes, we're proud to be Americans, but I think a lot of us are even more proud to be part of our city. And that's what these citywide celebrations are about. Is to go out there, see your friends and neighbors, your bosses, your employees, classmates and co-workers, all out there having fun, having a good time. And it's really important that we go to those, because if we aren't proud of the city we live in, I understand financial reasons why we wouldn't move. Housing market is absolutely horrible right now, but why are you living there? I think my very first video in this series, I talked about how several friends of mine have moved across the country. My best friend from high school just up and took his family to a different state just because he didn't want to live in this one. Now, I have my reservations about people who don't like the state that I'm in, but the fact is, he did not. His wife didn't either. So they moved. And you know what? More power to them. Actually kind of proud of them. But complaining about your city, complaining about your state, complaining about your community, that just shows how ungrateful you really are. It just shows how you don't stop and see the beauty in the normal things around you. And yeah, I get it. Sometimes city leaders are bad. My particular city is making national news for the mayor wants to put a AI data center in, and absolutely nobody else in the city wants that. And so a lot of people are complaining. But yeah, I get that. Sometimes there are certain people in our city that aren't great. But even though you don't like the mayor, even though you don't like your obnoxious neighbor or whatever, don't discount your nice neighbor. Don't discount the mailman. Don't discount the local pastor who's just trying to make a living. But, yeah, that's why these city celebrations are so important. It's everyone gathering together as one community and celebrating the fact that we live in a great city. And even though it's not so great sometimes, it's still our city. And we love it. And we love being from there. I've never been to New York City, but I can only imagine the loyalty that people have toward their city. I've seen little clips of what it's like. This is New York. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. And stuff like that. And why isn't every city like that? And yeah, it's 45 minutes away from my house. But I don't mind it. I don't mind seeing people walking up and down the street, basically not being afraid of anything. I don't mind seeing the businesses along Main Street that have their doors propped open, just waiting for people to come in. I don't mind all the businesses that are trying to help the homeless population. It's a great city. And I know a lot of people don't think so. But I do. And yeah, I have my issues with things there. I don't think the mayor's being nice either. And there are other people in the city that I wish would move to another state so I don't have to see them again. But that doesn't discount the city itself. And how amazing it is. Not just it, but the people who live on the outskirts of it too. After almost 3 years of being a pastor there, it's starting to feel like home. Probably would feel a little more like home if I didn't live so far off from it, but it's great. So I encourage you. Where are you from? Don't drop it in the comments. I don't want that. But what city are you from? Are you proud of your city? If you're not proud of being from your city, why don't you move? And if you're a kid watching this and you can't move, then let me ask you 2 questions. Firstly, what can you do to make your city better? Whether it be writing to your city council or organizing not-for-profit events that would help the city. If for another thing, is your city actually bad? Or is it just not as good as the city next to you? Or is it just not as good as the city across the state where your grandma lives, or what have you? Because a perspective shift would do a lot of us nicely. I mean, yeah, I substitute teach for one particular city where it's a running joke that the tap water's undrinkable. But you know what? A lot of the people there, I've actually come to enjoy the company of. I mean, shoot, if you want to talk about undrinkable tap water, the city I'm about to go celebrate's got undrinkable tap water. But I don't care, because I love it. So, think about it. What would you do differently? How would you do it differently? Get involved in your community to make it a better place. And if it doesn't make it a better place, at least you tried. And people are going to notice that you tried. And other people are going to see you, and they're going to think a little bit more highly of the city because of you. So even if it doesn't amount to anything in the long run, at the very least, you'll have made a difference in some other people's lives. I mean, why do you think I enjoy substitute teaching so much? Can't really lump pastoring in with that because I do that for God. But people do care a whole lot more about God whenever you got a pastor who cares a lot more about God and about the people around, instead of just trying to look good and make a paycheck and, act all powerful. I mean, shoot. My church split off from a church because of a pastor who thought he knew better than anyone. But celebrate your city. Be proud of the place you're from. And if you're not proud of the place you're from, either move, if you can, or do what it takes to change the place you're from. Because if you don't, your entire city will regret it. And don't do anything you'll regret for the sake of your city.